This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Good morning and happy Saturday to everybody. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. Okay, today we're going to talk about Jermaine Dupri. Now, he got everybody's feathers ruffled when he started, speaking facts about certain things with, females in the rap industry. Now, he's not talking about the ones that can spit. He's talking about the ones that are being pushed, that are, having ghostwriters, and then they're rapping about everyone's rapping about the same thing. Now, the same argument could be made for the guys, so don't get me wrong, okay? Like, the same argument can be made for a lot of artists that are overusing the auto-tune, and they all sound alike. They all copy the Migos, they all copy Future. It's just like, it's too much, okay? But there is originality out here. Then Trina reacts to Jermaine Dupri, comments, and then Key Glock, is Young Dolph gonna drop him or what? Let's get into this. Jordan Tower with JT News. Hit that bell, hit that subscribe button, guys. Hope you guys have a positive day, and let's just get right into it, okay? And make sure you subscribe and smash that like button. That's very important. All right. So also Jermaine Dupri talked about that he's more influential than Outkast. He said Outkast used to try to sign to me. Now, that argument could be made because, Jermaine Dupri was, signing artists and putting them out of Atlanta. So he's saying more influential out of Atlanta. Yeah, that could be made. That argument could be made because let's think about it. Think about some of the artists he got, that he did, he ushered through, no pun intended, but he ushered through Atlanta. Bone Crusher, Young Buzz, but even to go back to Crisscross. Remember Crisscross? Early 90s kid group, Bow Wow. He managed Monica, Escape, the legendary group Escape. Them Franchise Boys. He was a part of rap really taking off in Atlanta at one point. Young Bloods, Bone Crusher, Anthony Hamilton, Daz Dillinger was down with them for a while. 3LW, Rocco was down with them for a while. Young Capone. Those are like some major ones that, he even managed TLC for a little while. Ghost Town DJs. That was a big song that everybody was doing a meme to just a couple years ago. Let's see. Jagged Edge. Jay Quan. Da Brat. He had one of the most popular female artists. Rap artists. So, Bad Baby, she reacted to everything. She said she's done rapping. First she said she's the best doing it and everything, and then she co-signed some other girls and everything. I don't know. Who knows how old this girl is? She's whatever. She's influential on the kids. That's cool because she is a kid. But I don't know. Then we got Trina reacting to everything that was going on, and she said, Jermaine Dupri kind of like there was no females in the rap game 10 years ago. It was very weak. She said it was her, Nicki, and a couple other girls. Now, a lot of girls are rapping, and she said he should salute that. That there's a female presence now, and she also made the point that a lot of the guys sound the same, and rap about the same stuff. What's the problem with the females? She's sticking up for females, and she has a point too. Everybody has a point, I think there's a point that could be made that there's a lot of females that all be rapping about the same thing. There's a lot of guys that all be rapping about the same thing. Only a few stand out, Only a few really stand out, and that's it. The labels push these people through. I don't really want to say any names, but there's a lot of guy rappers I despise. Okay, a lot of stuff I don't listen to. A lot of female rappers I despise, but there's some that can really spit. There's some that can really spit. You know what's funny with the guys? Some of them can really spit on the low because you see them in freestyle sometimes, like Juice WRLD, I'll say. Super talented, the kid can rap, but he sounds like Future on his songs to me. Even Trippie Redd can actually rap. but he sounds like everybody else in his songs. Every song with him is, yeah, oh, that's all he does the whole song. But anyways, this is a huge debate that's going on. And then lastly, I mean, I guess this was obviously Young Dolph had to be in on this, but I thought it was funny that, you know, this is what we're doing now to get attention. So he's a key, like, Young Dolph made me do this, and he smashes the window to Dolph's Rolls Royce and his G-Wagon. I was joking about him getting dropped thing. Obviously not. He's signed to Dolph's label. I don't know how Dolph wrapped all of his cars camo. Like, everyone's gonna know it's you. But anyways, I guess they're just trolling for views. You know, it's spooky out here. Anyways, guys, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you hit that like button.
Okay, so as I said in the last video, the most important thing is managing your finances. Just getting them under control, not losing your money. Write down everything you're spending money on for 2 weeks. Go over it. I would say do a whole month. Get a journal, get one of those composition books, and write down everything you're spending over the course of a month. And just look where you, like, throw money away. Add up all those little trips to the grocery store where you're just buying a soda and all that. And then try shopping at Costco the next month. Get someone you know. This is what I did to see if it would save me money. I told someone that had a Costco membership already to get me a gift card. Because if you have a Costco gift card, you can shop at Costco. You don't need a membership. So I told someone, get me a $200 gift card. And I just shopped there for 2 weeks, right? I saved $200, I kid you not, over those 2.5 weeks. Because when you go to Publix, you're buying things in small quantity, they're charging more, and you're buying things you don't really need. You've got to learn to save your money. The more money you save, just like Nip said, all money in, no money out. You want to keep as much money in, because then you have money to actually save and invest. You know, keeping more money in a high yield savings account, right? American Express, Ally, they're all paying 2% or better, right? This way, you're making 2% on the money you have in there, okay? And as I said, there's other things that are easily investable, you know, index funds, okay? Then you don't have to think about the stock market. You don't have to be a stock market guru. You got to play for long term. It's not short term. You're not trying to flip your money in 30 days, okay? You're trying to flip your money in 30 years, okay? You always have to think about living long term, okay? 5-10 years down the line, that index fund where you get through Charles Schwab or Merrill Lynch, Fidelity, you can go in. Fidelity is the best place to go with your money because they can give you safe investments. Now, there's always a risk you could lose money, and especially in the index fund because you're investing in the top 500 companies, right? But if you look historically at the stock market, you know, things go up, down, but they usually recover, okay? Because if they were to stay down, an index fund, down forever, the economy's doing really bad and everybody's really hurt, okay? Bonds, you could play a 10-year game, 5-year game. Cash deposits, CDs, that's where you're loaning your money out to, you know, same thing, is kind of similar to a bond, okay? But you need money. You need to keep money to invest money because it's good to think about all these things. I'm stressing this week that really get a handle on your finances. Challenge the phone. What I do every month, which sucks, okay? But we all get fluctuating cell phone bills when we shouldn't, right? This month my bill is $140. Why? I have a $75 plan, unlimited, right? I paid my phone off. I'm not paying my phone. So $75, but $140. Why is it $140? You got to call these companies and challenge your bills all the time because they will get away with. If you don't challenge the phone company, it's not like they're the only game in town. AT&T's not the only game in town, or Verizon. I have Verizon, right? Verizon, I call them every once in a while, and I'm like, hey, I might switch to AT&T, or I might go to Sprint, man. They got a better deal over there. And they're like, let me see what I can do for you, sir. How does me taking $40 off right now sound? I said, that sounds great. You can call, cable companies don't really budge. They don't, okay? Insurance companies budge. Car insurance. there's a million games in town. You got State Farm, Liberty, everything. You got Hartford. Always challenge the amount you're paying, okay? Even what you're financing on your car. So you're financing your car. If your credit improves, you can go back to your company and say, I want to redo this loan. See what my APR rate will be now with this credit, And say you've been paying your car on time for 2 years. They might say, okay, we'll take it from 6% to 5.2% or 4 point something percent, and that's great. You just have to save as much money as possible so you have extra money to invest, okay? And always put aside a little bit of money to have fun with. You gotta have fun. You gotta be mentally sound. Don't take all the saved money and just invest it. You have to be, just don't overindulge, I was talking to one of my friends this weekend and they were like, yo man, I spent so much money on vacation, right? And he didn't really pre-plan a vacation. He told me he spent $4,000 to go to Miami for the weekend, right? $4,000? He said, yeah, I stayed on the beach, cost $700 a night. Yeah, and this isn't someone who's making a ton of money. This is someone who's making like, $1,000 or $2,000 a week. That's not a lot, because at the end of the month you got bills and everything. It's not enough to be spending $1,000 a night on a room. That's called overindulging. Stay a little bit away from the beach. Take a cab to the beach. Okay, think about how you're spending your money, because that vacation will be over in 2 days, and you could with a little bit more effort, right? Get up a little earlier, get to the beach. You would have been fine. Okay, you don't have to stay right on the beach. Look for deals on Priceline and stuff like that, Pre-plan your vacations. Don't spend all your money on vacations. Be careful with the amount of money you're giving to clothing designers. Like, don't go buy the Louis belt and the Gucci belt. That's not going to make you any more money. That Mercedes drop top isn't going to make you much more money, okay? Only buy something if you really enjoy it. Don't care about... A lot of us get caught up in what people think of us. And that doesn't matter in the end of the day, because it's not going to put any money in your pocket, okay? So be very careful. And I'm going to stress that all week of saving your money, okay? Do not just give your money away. Be very careful who you give your money to. Shop around to get the best prices, okay? Because more money in, the more money invested, the more money made. I love you guys and I appreciate you guys. And I hope you guys find this somewhat useful. I know I'm not the most financial guru out there, but from the mistakes I've made, I hope you learn something.